All right, what is up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. So I'm gonna get right into it. I told you guys I'm making some changes to my channel. My business is really starting to pick up, and I got a lot of announcements to make. I'll be making them little by little, but you're gonna see a lot of changes to the business, a lot of growth. I'm getting new uniforms, not changing my logo, but getting new uniforms. It's just a lot. So anyways, I'm gonna spread it out, and I'm trying to make my videos a little shorter because I don't have a lot of time to edit videos. I'm doing a lot right now. I'm also starting another channel, so like all the things I have to consider. So anyways, just letting you know, I'm only gonna document 2 jobs. I'm doing my dealer's route, and then I have a pre-scheduled job, picking up a sofa. I'll document that, but that's gonna be it, because like I said, I'm trying to shorten my videos. So anyways, if you notice, you probably see like some long hair. The hair is braided. So those of you that's been following me for a while, you know I started off, I used to get a bald fade. And when I was a kid, haircuts were $7. And then I think through like elementary school into high school, it went up to like 10 bucks. I kind of paid that pretty much all through high school. And then, you know, from there it went up to like 20 bucks. And currently right now, a haircut, just a basic haircut lineup is $40. My kids paid 30. So anyways, long story short, my kids started growing their hair out, so I decided to grow my hair out too. And I am starting to bald a little bit at the top, but I still got a lot of hair. So this is how much hair I have right now. And I do have a hairstyle for the summer because it's so hot out here. So I'll be getting my hair done probably in about another week or 2. This is just temporary. This is what my hair looks like right now. The hat. So when I first started my channel, I used to wear sunglasses. You guys probably remember. It's very hot out here and sunny all the time. So sunglasses work great, but it used to leave like a ring around my eyes from the like suntan. So I found a hat to work a lot better. Plus I like wearing hats. So I'm still gonna be wearing hats a lot, but just so you know, if you're wondering, I know somebody's gonna ask, yes, that's what this is. My wife did it for me. And like I said, it's just temporary hairstyle, so I have to keep combing my hair out. But she got it washed up, combed out, blow dried, and it's pretty long. I didn't realize, I think I've been growing it for about a year now. So anyways, I'm gonna do something with it. So all right, man, I'm on I should be at Dillard's in a few minutes. We're gonna pick up our route, and it's actually perfect because I'm doing the pickup, I'm doing my first drop off, then I'm going to pick up the other order, the sofa, and then I'm gonna do my second drop off because it's on the way, and then that customer lives on the way to the 3rd stop for the Dillard's route. So I always route myself so that I can save gas. All right, guys, we loaded up. We got 3 stops today, which is normal. We normally have 3 stops on Mondays. Not gonna bore you with it. I showed you guys this route plenty of times, but like I mentioned before, all this room, so I can still multi-app. We don't have to do this route. We have to be done until 4:30, so we got plenty of time. So we're gonna do the first drop off, and then we're gonna go to IKEA, pick up a sofa, and then we're gonna do the second drop off, and then we're gonna go to the customer to drop off the sofa, and then we're gonna do the 3rd stop, and then head back here to drop off everything. And that's all I'm gonna document. All right, y'all, we just did the first drop off, and we are 12 miles from the pickup for the sofa. So we're about to head to IKEA right now. All right, y'all, we are at IKEA. This is a gig app order, and I'm actually kind of early. I'm supposed to pick up at 11:30, but it's about 10:45. I already communicated with the customer, and he's cool with it. He'll be home all day. So let me do this pickup real quick. As you can see, the weather looks like it might rain. It's been like this all morning. Hopefully it doesn't, but I have a plan if it does rain to protect the sofa, because IKEA does not wrap this stuff up. They just give you the sofa as is. So you got to use your own shrink wrap or whatever you have if you decide to do that. All right. All right, y'all, we just walked out the sofa. Customer got a pretty good deal, $449. So we just took all the pillows off the back and the seat to make it lighter. And we always do this. We'll deliver these first and then carry up the sofa. It's a lot lighter like that. So Cover this up with a blanket. I was gonna wrap this sofa with my tarp. So I have a king size mattress cover somewhere down there. If you guys can see it right here. This actually could fit over a sofa. So if it was to start raining, I would cover it with that. And we carry it like that. But I think we're gonna beat the rain. So we're just gonna use a blanket to cover it up. All right, we'll get it loaded up real quick. All right guys, so I decided to go ahead and put the tarp on it. There's two reasons. So one, shrink wrap costs money. And I don't like using my shrink wrap for gig app jobs. So I always try to improvise. This is a great improvisation. So the king size mattress cover is big enough to cover this little sofa. So that's what I did. So I put the tarp on here. And the reason I did is one, to protect from the rain, but also I'm gonna use my appliance dolly for this one. So this one, it's not really heavy to me, but to my wife, it is a little heavy because we're going upstairs. This is a 3rd floor delivery. So I was aware of that. I still accepted it because it was on my route. I'm gonna pass by here anyways. I saw that it was a small sofa and I knew that the pillow tops come off, which makes it lighter. So I don't wanna strain my wife. I'm not gonna make her do any unnecessary hard labor. That's what these tools are for. So we're gonna use the appliance dolly. I'm gonna stand it up on its side. I'm gonna grab it from the back right here. It's protected with the tarp, so I don't have to waste shrink wrap. I might run a couple shrink wraps around it just to keep it in place, but and then I'm gonna ratchet strap it to my my appliance dolly. My wife's gonna help me push it up, so it should be pretty easy. All right, and this customer is very responsive, and he even said he'll help. So I don't like to make the customer help or feel like they need the help. I mean, that's what they're paying for. They're paying for us to deliver it, so we're gonna do it. It's totally up to him though. If he comes out and he's like, oh, I'll help you carry it up, then me and him will carry it up. So we'll see. But first, we're gonna go to my second stop for the dealer's route, and then we'll be on our way to this customer. All right guys, we just made it to the second stop, and we just had one suit to drop off. My wife already went in through the door. So yeah, after this, I don't know how many miles we are from here. I'll let you know on the screen. I don't think it's that far. Probably like maybe 6 or 7 miles from here, but this is on the way to our last stop, so it's perfect. Routed it perfect. All right, y'all, I'm at the apartment complex, but this is my favorite part, trying to find the building number. I think I'm getting closer though. This place is humongous. Let me see, that's 16. I'm looking for building 12, so I'm getting closer. The numbers are getting smaller this way, so y'all know how this is, man. Take like 10 minutes just to find the building number. We're probably gonna deliver the big part of the sofa first, and then we'll take the pillows up and get on out of here. It did start raining a little bit, but looks like that's not gonna be an issue. Oh, that's 13. It's gotta be this building right here. I think this is my building right here. It's gotta be. All right guys, we're all done. Like I said, I just used my appliance dolly, and you saw how I had it. This is how I had it, and the only long flight is this one. The good thing was that the roof, like sometimes the stairs, the second floor where the floor is really low. So when you have the sofa, it was about this high. Sometimes it's hard to clear that, but it was actually really high, so it's perfect. So no issues turning and all that stuff. So anyways, pretty easy delivery. So got the hard part out first, and then we took the pillows up. So all right, man, about to finish this route, and it's still early. It's not even 12 o'clock. So we're gonna do the last drop off for the dealer's route, and then we're free to do whatever. All right guys, we made it to our last stop with the dealer's route. I just want to share this. This is actually important. So you guys know I have a business bank account. You want to have a business bank account when you start your business. Very important. I use Navy Federal Credit Union, and there's a lot of choices. Chase Bank, I mean, almost every bank offers business bank accounts. I chose Navy. I think it was the best option for me. So one thing that I have with my account is fraud protection. So I actually got a message. I got this message this morning at 3 in the morning. I was asleep, but I saw it, you know, when I woke up this morning. And basically somebody tried to make a purchase, 2 items for $2,000 each with my business debit card. So thankfully I have fraud protection. They knew, my bank knows me. They know, like, this dude ain't spending no $2,000. So they knew right away. They put an alert out, or they stopped it, and I was able to call them and confirm that yes, I did not make that purchase, and that saved me. So anyways, very important to have fraud protection on all your accounts, personal and business. I just want to share that though. So that fraud protection saved me $4,000. All right guys, I'm on my way to the original pickup. I'm gonna end the video here, but I just want to end with this. So I told you guys to remember this video. If you guys remember this video right here, I told you guys I had a very peculiar delivery. Okay. Thank you, sir. Okay guys, I just picked up the oven range, and this is a very peculiar situation. I'm not going to talk about it on this video. I just want you to remember this video because I'm going to refer to it later. But it's something very peculiar happened, so I'll explain later. So just so you know, that was a gig app. Most of you guys probably know what gig app it is, and gig apps have rules. They have rules you have to follow. Does everybody follow all the rules? No. You kind of have to make judgment calls out here, and you don't have to be by the book. So I run my business with good values and morals. I don't care what the values and morals is of a gig app. If it doesn't align with me, I'm always going to do what's best, what's in the best interest. So even if it's something that gets you in trouble. So in this situation, it was an odd situation. Basically, I told you guys in that video that the customer called me. He was a Spanish speaker. And I think he was saying that he was at the store, like he was waiting on me. And so when I got there, he was at the store. Older gentleman, probably, I have to say he's at least maybe in his mid 70s, maybe late 70s. He had a cane. He walked with a cane. He wasn't really handicapped though. He was really good shape. He could move really well, but you know, he's an older man. So anyways, long story short is, I don't know how he got to the store. I still couldn't figure that out. I'm assuming he got a ride somehow. I don't know if he took a bus or what, but he was at the store, and I guess he thought he needed to be at the store for me to pick up. He didn't need to. He didn't know that. The manager asked me a favor. He said, you don't have to do it. It's totally up to you. He said, but this gentleman needs a ride home. And I told him, you know, obviously I'm not supposed to do that. I can't give customers rides, all that stuff against the rules, everything. And, you know, basically, I could see how someone would have took advantage of that, because he wasn't going to be there, obviously. So if you take it and he didn't have a way home, or it's going to take him an hour or two to get home because, you know, got to take the bus or whatever, obviously you can't do the delivery. So somebody could have ran game and just, you know, went to his house, you know, act like they couldn't get a hold of him or he wasn't there, and then took it back and got paid double. That's something that somebody could have did. So I decided to go ahead and do it. Obviously my van is a 2-seater, it's not a 3-seater, and my wife was with me, and because we have so much respect for elderly people, especially elderly people, you know, in his situation, absolutely, 100%. My wife jumped in the back with no issues. She rode in the back, and you know, I drove as slow and safe as I could, and I took him home. So I'm not afraid to say that on here because, like I said, it's a judgment call. What's more important, taking care of the customer or getting your money? So in that situation, I had no issues with it. I actually enjoyed taking him, even though his English was very broken. We could understand him a little bit. He's from Peru, migrated here, I think 20-something years ago, or maybe 30-something years ago. His brother served in the military. He's 100% legal. He loves it here, and he was kind of explaining how great America is. A lot of people don't pay attention to that. There's people that obviously a lot of immigrants try to get here because of the opportunities. And some people are Americans are very spoiled. A lot of you don't understand just how good you have it. So he's loving life. He's so glad he made it here. And I love hearing stories like that. It just makes me very grateful that I was born and raised here in America. So anyways, not going to spend a long time on that, but I just wanted to let you know, I don't think a lot of drivers would do what I did. And again, that's a judgment call. I had no issues with it. And great guy. And I did not charge him. He was going to pay me extra for the ride. And I didn't want to do that to him. I know he doesn't have a lot of money, and I'm not money hungry. And, you know, obviously he has to be there to do the delivery. I got to go to his house anyway, so why would I charge him to take him? So anyway, that was a great experience. I just want to share that with you guys. That's what it was. I didn't want to say it on that video, but that's what it was. And I'm very glad I did that for him. Made me feel good. So, all right, y'all, I'm gonna end the video here. I got a lot of updates for you guys, a lot of information to share. I will spread it out throughout several videos and a lot of topics. You'll see a lot of stuff to share. So y'all have a good one. I'll catch y'all on the next one.